Welcome to the first lesson of the all-new Brand Builder Blueprint. I'm Mike McClary, and I, along with Rich Henderson, will be your instructors for this incredibly powerful course that'll walk you through every step of building your very own brand of physical products to launch and sell on Amazon. If you feel like you're stuck in a job working for someone else, but have always wanted to experience the freedom of building and owning your own business, then the business model that you're about to learn is perfect for you. And how do I know that? Well, because I was exactly where you are right now before I built my own successful business selling multiple brands of physical products. A few years ago, I was watching a course just like the one you're watching right now, and I decided to take action and follow every step of the training. And I'm not the only one. I've seen all types of people follow that same path and finally be able to leave their job and start living the life they've always wanted. It doesn't matter what you're doing or where you are today. This business can give you all the opportunity that you've ever wanted. The opportunity to have more time and financial freedom. The opportunity to change your life or the lives of those around you. And the opportunity to even change the world. I'll be talking a lot more about why this is the perfect opportunity shortly. But first, let's go over exactly what we'll be learning in this course. We've modeled each lesson in the Brand Builder Blueprint to match this business model. How the business works, how to find your product, how to find your supplier, how to list and launch your product, and then how to scale your business as big as you want. Let's go through each of the lessons in detail. In this lesson, I'm going to show you what makes this the perfect business model and why you want to build it by starting on Amazon. With hundreds of millions of searches taking place on Amazon every month, your product will get immediate visibility without the need for a physical store or any employees. Then in the next lesson, Rich Henderson is going to take you through our exclusive product selection process to find the absolute best product opportunities available today. These products are in high demand, sell tens of thousands of dollars a month, and are perfect choices when starting your own brand. In lesson 3, I'm going to show you exactly how to find a supplier that can make your product for you, and how you can get that product shipped straight to Amazon from anywhere in the world. And if you're at all worried about how to talk with a manufacturer, we've got you covered by giving you our own personal email templates to make you sound like a professional from day one. In lesson 4, Rich is going to teach you how to build the perfect product listing on Amazon. His training will not only get your product in front of millions of hungry buyers, but it'll also make your listing look as good, if not better, than even the biggest brands out there. It's these types of highly optimized, high converting listings that will get buyers to choose your products over the competition. In the 5th lesson, I'm going to show you one of the most exciting parts of this business, launching your new product to the world using our exclusive and all-new rapid ranking system. Not only will this get you immediate sales, but it'll also help move your product up in the rankings on Amazon and reach even more customers. And finally, in lesson number 6, I'm going to show you the secret to taking your one product and using it to build an entire brand that scales as big as you want it to go. By scaling your business using the methods we'll be teaching you, you'll have the option of building a business for cash flow or to sell and cash out. So let's get right into the training and get started. The business model that you're about to learn is not only one of the most profitable businesses you can build, it's also one of the most flexible. And why is that? Well, for lots of reasons. With so much of the day-to-day operations being handled by Amazon, you can operate this business from anywhere in the world. This means you could have the freedom to live or travel wherever and whenever you want. There's also minimal overhead because you don't need a physical store, a warehouse, or even any employees. We found that most sellers only need a few hours a day to run their businesses, leaving lots of time for you to do whatever it is that you want to do. There's also the potential to provide a great cash flow while also building an asset that you can choose to sell if you ever decide to. And finally, this business model is perfectly situated to benefit from existing growth trends in e-commerce, fulfillment channels, and, as I'll talk about next, Amazon. So what makes all of this possible for just one person to do? Well, it's a name you've already heard me mention several times, and that's Amazon. Like no other company in the world, they've mastered both e-commerce and customer fulfillment, which allows them to take care of practically all the day-to-day business activities for you, such as storing your products at their warehouses, collecting payments from customers, handling customer fulfillment, handling returns, handling basic customer service, sending payments to you every 2 weeks, and helping you market your products through advertising, retargeting, and SEO. With Amazon doing so much of the heavy lifting, they're the perfect launch platform to leverage and start building your own brand on. And with the unrelentless growth they're experiencing year after year, it's easy to see why this is the perfect model, the perfect platform, and the perfect time to build your very own business. Now, throughout this first lesson, you've heard me mention the word opportunity a lot, and there's a reason for that. The opportunity that exists right now is unlike anything we've ever seen before. And to demonstrate that, we're going to give you our very own data-driven report showing you just how much opportunity exists on Amazon today. We've analyzed the sales from over a dozen top-selling categories in order to see just how many products are making over $250,000 in sales each year. And the results? They're staggering. You can download the Category Intelligence report below and check it out immediately. Then, it's time to find your product. In the very next lesson, Rich Henderson is going to teach you the exact same product selection process that we use to find products, just like you'll see in the Category Intelligence report. These products are in high demand, sell tens of thousands of dollars a month, and are perfect choices when starting your own brand. So head right into the next lesson to find your product and start building your business today.
Hey there, Rich Henderson here. Welcome to Lesson 2 of the Brand Builder Blueprint, where we show you how to start your own direct-to-consumer business without stocking huge inventory, without staff, and without a large investment, only by leveraging Amazon's resources. In our last lesson, Mike shared with you how the entire physical products business model works and how massive the opportunity is. In this lesson, I'm going to walk you through how to select a profitable and in-demand product that has low enough competition so you can easily compete, but high enough sales volume so you can make significant profit. So before we go any further, let's hear from one of our members who had never run any kind of business, let alone tried to find products to sell on Amazon.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Scanlon, and I started my Amazon business in 2016. One of the most critical aspects for your business is choosing the right product, especially your first product. I've seen it so many times, not only with my own Amazon business, but also with my friends and numerous other sellers that I've met at networking events. There are literally millions of products on Amazon, and having the right criteria to narrow down your product selection is incredibly valuable. And the ASM team has got your back with the selection criteria that they use for picking profitable products. Selecting a product that has too much competition or not enough demand can totally set you back and delay the growth of your business.
Now, as a quick example, you can see I'm holding a simple soap dispenser. This is a regular consumer product that millions of people use. Regular products like these are bought in the hundreds of millions on Amazon every single year. In fact, we estimate that other soap dispensers, just like this one, are doing around $40,000 a month in revenue, which is incredible for such a simple product. Now, the products we show people how to sell are just like this one. However, they could be fitness products, health products, home and kitchen products, automotive, camping, or pet products, or thousands of other types of products people use all the time. What we don't recommend people sell because they don't fit the business model are things like software, mobile apps, clothing, and a few other categories of products that are really big, really expensive, or really cheap. To make this super clear, I'm going to walk you through the 5 hot product criteria we use so you can find great products to sell on Amazon with high profit potential, high sales volume, and just as importantly, low competition. Now, we have 5 main criteria we use to find hot product opportunities on Amazon. The first is Best Sellers Rank, or BSR. Best Sellers Rank is a number Amazon uses to represent the demand for a product. The lower the BSR number, the higher the demand. Each top-level category has its own BSR. Now, you can download our Category Intelligence report below this lesson if you have not done so already, so that you know which categories we recommend and which offer you the highest potential for your first product. So let's see where you find the BSR number of a product by going to Amazon itself. So I've opened this example on Amazon, and it's a Moscow Mule copper mugs. And to find the BSR, all we need to do is scroll down until we get to the product information for this product. And you can see it right here. And the BSR is the best sellers rank right here. And you can see for our example, it's $8.99 in kitchen and dining. What you'll also notice is you can see here, see top 100 in kitchen and dining, and that indicates that this is actually a top level category. So our recommended range for BSR is between 400 and 6,000. So if you find a product outside of this range, then we recommend you avoid it. And we are only interested in the BSR of the top level category. The top level category is always mentioned first and has see top 100 in whatever category it is, and you've just seen that in this example. Now, the next criteria is the price the product is selling for on Amazon. We recommend you only look at products between $17 and $70. We have determined this is the sweet spot for finding products that have a high enough profit margin, but also are not too expensive when it comes to placing your first inventory order. So let's go back to our example product and see where we find the product price. The product price is right at the top. If you see the big title here, the price is always right underneath it, and you can see it here, price $36.99. So that falls within our recommended range. So this product would qualify on price. Now you will see in some categories that the price can have more than one option. In other words, you'll see a recommended price that's crossed out and then price, or you might see sale price. Basically, whatever price is showing that is not crossed out is the one you're going to use. So the third criteria is the number of reviews. Now, reviews are important because they give a good idea of the level of competition for the product when used in combination with the BSR. We recommend you avoid products with more than 1,000 reviews. Jumping back to our example, you can see the reviews again are right underneath the title, and you can see it right here, 1,128 customer reviews. So this product would actually fail because of the reviews. Now, these three criteria enable us to find a product which is a high enough level of sales combined with a low enough competition level. But let's look at the last two criteria. First, the weight of a product. Now, this has a direct impact on the profit margin of the product, since heavier products will cost more to ship. So, going back to our example, we need to scroll down again to the product information, and it's the second result under item weight. You can see here it's 1.6 pounds. So if this product hadn't already failed on the reviews, then this would be okay because it's in our range. We recommend you keep to products that weigh 5 pounds or less. Now, the last criteria is whether it is possible to brand a product as your own. Simply put, this means you can get your own version of the product, put your own label on it with your brand, making it your product. As you can see with this soap dispenser, they've put their brand on the product itself at the bottom of this dispenser, and you can see it right here down the bottom. Now, it is not possible to brand every product, an iPhone or the Amazon Echo, for instance. You could not brand those products. So now you know the 5 criteria we use to find the best product opportunities on Amazon that have enough sales volume, but also low enough competition so it is easier to compete. But let's put them all together and show you how to actually find these hot product opportunities. We are going to use what we call a search string to speed up the process. This search string is the minus symbol followed by any 8 or more random characters that do not make an actual word. So let's jump over to Amazon and show you how this works. Okay, so here we are at Amazon, and as we discussed, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to include our search string, which is the minus symbol and 8 or more random letters that don't make up a word. Once we've done that, I'm going to click on all and then choose a category. For this example, I'm going to go down and I'm going to choose toys and games. Then all we need to do is click on the search button, which is the magnifying glass. Okay, so we've now got all the results in toys and games, but we want to try and remove some of the products straight away that don't match our criteria. So I'm going to scroll down on the left. I'm going to go to price and I'm going to type in our price range. And if you remember, that was $17 to $70. Then once you put the numbers in, you just click on go. Now, for the most part, this is going to remove all products that aren't between 17 and 70, but you will see some anomalies that pop up, and you just have to ignore those because they're not part of our criteria. Now, we're also going to do one more step here, and that is in certain categories up here in the top right, you'll see these icons with the 4 boxes and the 9 boxes. You want to click on the 4 box option. What that does is it increases the amount of results on the page to 60, so we actually have to look at less pages. Right now, you're going to be going through a lot of pages. I'm going to show you some examples of what we do, but you're going to have to go through multiple pages, 10, 15, 20 or more pages. So the more results you've got on a page, the easier it is for you to work through them. So now that we've done that, we're just going to start scrolling down and looking through the products and looking for ones that have reviews of less than 1,000. For the most part, our prices should be right, but you need to check that too. So I'm going to start scrolling down. You can see this first product straight away has only got 301, but this is a branded product. If you look at it, it's LOL Surprise Confetti Pop Series Collectible Dolls. This is not the type of product you're going to be able to sell, partly because it's trademarked and patented, but also because it's a collection of specific dolls. It's not something you'd be able to replicate. So there's nothing else on the first line that has less than 1,000 reviews. We look at the second line, got exactly this. We've got another product that's actually by the same company. So again, it's not something we can do, even though it's only at 192 reviews. We keep going down. And the next one we've got is this one, the low odor dry erase set. That's only got 674, but also look, the price is at 694. And this is one of those anomalies where Amazon just don't get it right. But keep moving on. This one's at 16, so it's below our price range, but $11.99. It's a dinosaur. But we'll keep going. Too many reviews again. Still, as you can see, we're still getting too many reviews. We've got another one at 180, but the price is $4.44. So again, that's no good to us. And don't forget, you can look specifically for products that you're interested in if you wish. Just make sure they match the criteria. So we'll keep going. We've got these crayons, 1531. So again, it's too low. The reviews on this one's too high. And this is completely normal. And you know, it's frustrating, and you are just going to have to be patient and keep working your way through. But I'm going to show you how you can speed this up in a second. So this one's got 541, but it's paper. It's going to be too heavy because it's basically a big block of paper. This next one, head mount magnifier, it's below the price, but I'll actually open this up just to show you what we are going to be doing. So I'm going to open in a new tab, and here you can see, we can zoom in on the picture. It's a magnifier you wear on your head, basically. I can't say I've used one. And we would scroll down at this point. If the reviews and the price match, you'd scroll down to the product information. And then you look at the item weight, which is 12 ounces, which would be fine. But you see here, the BSR at 99 in toys and games. So toys and games is the top level category. 99 does not work. Remember, we're looking for anything between 400 and 6,000. So this wouldn't be any good. So if we go back to our main page again, Crayola light up tracing pad. Let's take a quick look at this. So it's a light up tracing pad. Now, although it's Crayola, which is a big brand, I do know there are other tracing pads out there, and there's nothing to stop you going to find a manufacturer who can make you your own tracing pad and put your own brand on it. You can see the reviews is fine. It's 502. The price is fine. It's $24.99. So we're going to scroll down, and the item weight is 0.96 ounces. I very much doubt that's right, because if we look at the shipping weight, it says 1.9 pounds. However, if the shipping weight is 1.9 pounds, the product is going to be less than that. So it's within our range. So this product actually fixes everything until we get to the BSR. And again, you're seeing it's 43 in toys and games. What we're seeing here is that all these results on the first pages don't match because there's too many reviews or the BSR is too low. What we have to do is try and narrow this down even more. Now, what you would normally do is you'd scroll all the way to the bottom. I'm assuming none of these others fit, and just click on the next page and then work your way through the next page and just keep moving forward the whole time. However, what you can do to speed up this process is to choose one of the subcategories, as long as you remember that you must use the BSR in the top level category. And I'll show you an example of this. So we go to, let's try puzzles. And when you change to a subcategory, always check that your price range is still in there. Sometimes it gets removed, but ours is there, so we're good. So for the most part, most of these products should be between $17 and $70, but the first two aren't. And then we've got the Melissa and Doug wooden activity board. You can see it's got 1,811 reviews, so that's no good. Got 1,200 here. So we've got 885 for a floor puzzle. So that's something you could look at, but again, look, it's 1197. So this will speed up the process, and you'll see that because you'll see more results that start to pop up that do work. But it is a time-intensive process. You do have to keep working through it, and it will take time and it will take patience. At the end of the day, you're finding these products that match all our criteria. That's the first step in the process. And, you know, Mike's going to take you through the next step in the next lesson. But we jump down. I'm actually going to look at this product here. You can see this jigsaw puzzle roll mat. It's $19.99, so it fits our price. It's only got 290 reviews, so it's quite low compared to our limit. So I'm going to open that in a new tab. As you can see, we've got these nice big images. It's a roll mat for puzzles. I'm assuming, I'm not a puzzle person, that you start making your jigsaw or your puzzle, and you use this mat to roll it up to keep it all in place. But the price is fine, the reviews are fine, we know that. So we're going to scroll down to the product information. And the item weight is fine, it's saying 15.2 ounces. And then if we look at the best sellers rank, it's 959 in toys and games. So we've got a result. We've got a product that we can look at closer. Take, do a bit of investigation, look more into it, decide if you're interested in that kind of product before going on to the next lesson where we look at suppliers, so that you can actually then find out how much you can get this product for, because obviously that matters, because that's going to affect your profit margin. But if we keep going down, I'm not seeing anything else jump out at me right now. But what you do notice is a lot of these products now, they're showing reviews, quite low number of reviews, 500, 300, 100. And that's the advantage of using a subcategory. It means you can get to results quicker. Essentially, everything you do is exactly the same as that one product we found. You find one that matches our reviews, matches our price, you open it in a new tab, check the weight, check the BSR, and then, carry on doing that till you've got 10, 15 of these products that you can then, take a closer look at, see what you like, and then apply what you learn in lesson 2 to figure out which is the best opportunity. I'm just going to jump straight to this example. And here we have the dish drying rack bamboo. Now, if you search under home and kitchen, you'll find this product. It's got a decent number of reviews, but what it hasn't got is a lot of competition. In other words, there's very few other bamboo racks. And I'll be using this as an example later in the course. But you can see they've got some great images. They've got the title in there and the reviews. And if I scroll down again, we'll just double check. I should have done it while I was down here. But here you can see the shipping weight is, the weight of the product is 2 pounds. And the BSR is 1063 in kitchen and dining. So it's all good. But this is an example of a really, really simple product. All it is basically a few bits of wood put together so that it works as a drying rack for dishes. And it's something that's so simple. Your products don't have to be complex whatsoever. Now, as I said before, you can look for products you have an interest in too, specific interests in. Like if you're passionate about a sport or photography or something on those lines, then by all means look for something you're passionate about. But just remember, they must match the criteria. So that is how you find profitable products on Amazon. All you have to do is follow and trust the process. Using the criteria we have developed over the past 5 years takes all the guesswork out of choosing a product. This means that not only will you find a product with large sales volume, but also low enough competition so you can start selling almost immediately. It may take you 1 attempt or 5 or 25 or more, but eventually you'll find your perfect product, the one that meets all the criteria and that you'll have success building your business around. Now, to help with your search, we are going to give you more examples with our hot product opportunities list, and you can download that below this lesson. And in the next lesson, Mike McClary will answer another important question that you might have: how to find a supplier for my product. This lesson will also contain 2 bonus downloads, which can not only save you thousands of dollars, but also time too. So keep an eye on your inbox and we'll see you real soon.
Hi, Mike McClary here again, and welcome to Lesson 3 of the Brand Builder Blueprint. In the previous lesson, Rich Henderson taught you how to find the perfect product to launch and build your own brand with. These products have low competition, do tens of thousands of dollars a month, and can be easily branded as your own. In this lesson, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to find a supplier to make your product from anywhere in the world, all while never leaving your home. Once you find your supplier, I'm going to make communicating with them super easy by telling you exactly what to say. Then, I'm also going to let you in on the easiest, fastest, and safest way to have your products shipped to Amazon without you ever even having to see them. Now, before we get to the training, let's hear from someone just like you who never sourced a product before they built their own brand of physical products.
Hi there, my name is Biswamala, and I've been doing a physical product business for just over 3 years. Prior to that, I was in IT. I had never sold anything online. I had never been able to source anything online as well. But after watching the type of training that you're just about to watch, I was able to do all the sourcing without even leaving my home. 3 years down the line, we are doing just over $500,000 a year, and that has changed my life in such a massive way. I wish you all the very best with your training, and good luck.
As you can see, anyone can do this with the right training. So let's get started. Before I built my own brand of products, I thought that every product I ever bought was designed and manufactured from the exact same company that I was buying it from. But once I learned the secrets of how most brands are built, I never looked at products the same way again. You see, there are tens of thousands of manufacturers in the world whose sole purpose is to develop and manufacture high-quality products, but they want nothing to do with selling these products directly to consumers. Their entire business model is to manufacture products in quantity and sell them to other businesses. Businesses who will put their own brand name on them and then sell those products directly to consumers just as if they'd manufactured them themselves. This was an eye-opening revelation for me, especially when I realized that I could be that business buying these products and building my own world-class brand with them. I just needed a way to find these manufacturers and communicate with them. And that's where technology comes into play. Now, it's as easy as logging into your computer, typing in a simple search, and thousands of hungry suppliers will immediately be shown to you. The site that makes this all possible is Alibaba.com. Alibaba is the place to source physical products made all over the world. And unless you're looking for supplements or skincare products, chances are you can start your search right here. I'll get to where you can find suppliers for those types of products shortly after this. But first, let's log into Alibaba and find a supplier for the bamboo dish racks that Rich Henderson identified as a great product opportunity. So here I am on Alibaba.com, and the first thing we'll need to do is enter the type of product that you're searching for in their search bar and hit enter. In this case, I'm going to enter in bamboo dish rack and then hit enter. As soon as you do that, you'll see thousands of products along with their suppliers. And in this case, there's over 3,000. In order to narrow down our list of choices and limit our results to the best suppliers available, we'll use Alibaba's filters to narrow down our search to only trade assurance suppliers and gold suppliers. We do that right here under suppliers types, and we'll check both boxes. You'll see that removed over 90% of the results and left us with a much more manageable list of only 300 suppliers to choose from. From this list, we simply want to start looking for products that match the one that we're looking for and see if the supplier's terms, such as price and minimum order quantity, make sense for us. As we scroll down the list, we're going to try to look for the one that Rich found. Sometimes we'll see the exact same picture, such as this one right here. And there's several other ones that look very similar as well. You'll want to open these each up into separate tabs and then see what makes these products different by checking out their details. The details to focus on are the price, the minimum order quantity, and how long the supplier's been around. Then there's also the supplier's star rating if they have one. It's not uncommon to find multiple products that look exactly the same made by different suppliers, and even many with similar prices and minimum order quantities. And most of the time, you want to be able to tell exactly what the price is at these different minimum order quantities. That's why it's critical that you find a few potential suppliers and reach out to them to get more details, such as their pricing at different MOQs, how long it'll take to make and manufacture your product, and if they offer samples for potential customers just like you. To contact them, you simply scroll down the right side of the screen, and then the supplier's contact information shows up that you can use to reach out to them. And if you don't know what to say to them right here, don't worry. At the end of this lesson, I'm going to help you out with that. Now, if you can't find the product you're looking for on Alibaba, chances are it's a supplement or skincare product that can instead be sourced from the United States. To find these, you simply do a Google search and use the terms private label along with the product you're looking for. So, for example, let's say that we're looking for some face cream, and we simply do a search then for private label face cream. Now, as you can see here, there are lots of different companies looking to make beauty products just for you. As I scroll down, we see all different kinds of companies that specialize in private labeling these types of products. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's no need to feel nervous about contacting these suppliers. And to make sure you know exactly what to say, I've included a pre-built supplier contact template for you that you can download right beneath this lesson. You simply copy and paste it into your own message, update it with your name and your supplier's name, and you'll be sounding like a professional from the very first communication with them. Now, after you found your supplier, you then need to figure out how to ship the products from your manufacturer's factory to Amazon. For this, you have two choices. One way is to use your supplier. Many times, the manufacturer will be able to ship the products for you at a reasonable cost. But it's important to make sure that they've done this before and are very familiar with Amazon's requirements for receiving products. However, the safest and best way that we found is to use a certain type of company called a freight forwarder. These companies specialize in shipping products all over the world and are incredibly familiar with importing, exporting, and any specific requirements Amazon might have for receiving shipments. To find one, you could simply do a Google search for freight forwarders and you'll find dozens of them right away. Or you can feel free to check out the list of freight forwarders that we've already put together for you and included as another free download below this lesson. Now, if you still have questions or concerns about importing products, we've even included a third bonus that you can download as well. I've interviewed the exact same freight forwarder used by myself, Matt, Jason, and Rich in order to ask them the most common questions new brand owners have about importing products from overseas. Go ahead and check out that recording and see just how easy importing can be with the help of a freight forwarder. Now, let's recap what we've learned in this lesson. First, you learned how to find suppliers for almost any product in the world using the power of Alibaba.com. You also learned how to source supplements and skincare products by using Google to search for suppliers in the US. And finally, you learned how a freight forwarder can make importing your products as easy as possible. Be sure to download the free bonuses that go along with this lesson, including the supplier contact template to make you sound like a professional, our list of freight forwarders that we and our members have used, and an interview of our very own freight forwarder to help answer any questions you might have about freight forwarding. In the next lesson, Rich Henderson is going to show you how to best create the perfect product page on Amazon called your Amazon product listing. This page is critical to the success of your product, and Rich is going to walk you through the most important aspects of it that most sellers don't even think of. The end result will be a highly optimized and high converting product listing that'll maximize your sales on Amazon. You won't want to miss that lesson, as Rich has another bonus download to help you make your product stand out from everyone else's. So head on over and watch the next lesson, and I'll see you soon.
Hey there, it's Rich again. Welcome to lesson 4 of the Brand Builder Blueprint. So, now that you've picked a product to sell on Amazon and ordered inventory, you need to create a product listing inside Amazon so you can start selling your product when it's ready. So I'm going to show you this in 2 parts, but first, before you can add and optimize your listing, you are going to need to create your Amazon Seller Central account. So first, let's take a look at where you go to register for your Seller Central account. For most sellers, you will sell in the USA no matter where you live, so you go to sellercentral.amazon.com and it brings you to this page, and you want to click on Selling on Amazon. Once you get here, all you need to do is click on the Start Selling page. Now, there are a few exceptions to this depending on your location. These are: for sellers living in the UK, go to sellercentral.amazon.co.uk and it will bring you to this page, and it's exactly the same. You just want to click on Selling on Amazon. And for sellers in Germany, go to sellercentral.amazon.de, and again, it's going to bring you to exactly the same page. And finally, for sellers in Japan, go to services.amazon.co.jp. Now, as you can see with the Japan page, it's slightly different, but you just want to click on Sell as a Professional and then go through the process. Now, whichever marketplace you start selling on, you are going to need the following to complete your Seller Central account registration. Now, it is critical you use all your real information. You're going to need your name or business name, your address or business address, your phone number, bank account to receive Amazon payments, a credit card to pay your monthly fee, and any related documentation to any of the above. Lastly, you have a choice of 2 different types of accounts, an individual account or a professional account. We recommend you choose the professional option. This especially applies if you are selling in the UK or Germany. Now, before I show you how to optimize your listing, I just wanted to share some results of why this can be so powerful. The example you are seeing right now was sent to us by one of our most successful members, Karen Thomas. As you can see, the impact of optimizing your listing can be quite dramatic. The second product went from $11,000 to over $40,000 in just 5 weeks. So let's take a look at how we do this, starting with creating your initial listing. Okay, so I've logged into my Seller Central account, and you just need to put your mouse cursor over the Catalog tab at the top of the page and then click on Add Products. Then you might need to scroll down a little bit, but you want to click on the Create a New Product Listing. Now at this point you have to choose the category your product's going to go in, and we're going to use the dish drying rack as an example. So I'm actually going to ignore the categories it's showing underneath, because although you can try and find your own category, it's easier to use the search. So I'm just going to type dish drying rack into the search box and then click on Find Category. Now it's either going to split the screen into two and show you the main categories on the left and the subcategories on the right, or as you can see in this example, it's showing them all in one list. So what we're looking for is the best category, or in this case subcategory, that fits our product. So we're going to choose dish racks, because you can see it's home and kitchen, kitchen and dining, storage and organization, countertop and wall organization, and dish racks. So I'm going to click on dish racks, and now it's opened our listing. So next you need to fill in all the boxes in red, and note you will need to add a product ID after filling in the offer tab. The first thing to fill in is the product name. Now I'm just going to use dish drying rack for now. And then for the brand name, if you haven't already come up with a brand name, just choose something that's applicable. So for me, I'm going to use Mayhem Kitchen Products. And so I've filled in the first tab. And if we look at the top here, the top tabs, we've got offer, and we've got a red triangle or an orange triangle. So that's telling us this is something we need to fill in. So we're going to click on offer. Now you can skip this, but it's much better just to fill this in now. So it says your price. So I'm going to put $19.99. The seller SKU, Amazon will actually fill that in for you, so you can leave it alone. But the next step is critically important. You want to click on condition and then select new. It's absolutely critical that you select new. And then another critical point here is the fulfillment channel. You want to make sure that it says, I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service. It's the second option, and it should be tagged by default. But if it isn't, make sure you click on that tab. It's absolutely critically important. Now, you'll notice at the top left here now, it says vital info. We've now got another warning tab. So I'm going to click on that because there's obviously something we have to fill in. And as I said before, it's showing you the product ID. Now, in the product ID, you need to add your UPC number, then select the type. In my case, it's UPC. So I'm just going to fill that in. So I've pasted it in the select box. I'm choosing UPC, and you can see it's accepted it. So now you can see we've got no more tabs, no more warnings. So we've actually created our initial listing. So all we need to do now is click on Save and Finish. So now you have created your initial listing, but trying to sell your product using this listing without optimizing it is going to deliver little to no results. And this is actually where most sellers fail, because they do not take the time to optimize their listing, and it is something that is simple to do and will provide amazing results. So when it comes to generating quick sales for your product, you absolutely must pay attention to a few critical things for your listing. If you get these right, you could start selling immediately, even with 0 reviews. If you get them wrong, you may never sell very well at all. So let's take a look at what product listing optimization is all about. So the two most important elements of your listing are the image and title, and we are going to start with the image. Now you have up to 9 images you can use on your listing, and you should try and utilize all of them. If you look at our example here, you can see there's 7 images. Because your initial listing will only show 7, but there's an option to see more. So you should use every image that you can. Now, your main image is the most important. It should just be your product and nothing else like text or badges or props. And it should be at least 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels, which makes it zoomable. So if we look at our example here, this is their main image. If I put my cursor over it, it's zoomable. You see on the right, it's got a lovely zoomed in image that you can see close up exactly what the product is made up of. However, in this situation, this image here is actually the one they should have used, because strictly speaking, this main image has the plates and the mugs. Those are props, and Amazon, strictly speaking, do not like having that, and it's against their TOS. So you might see people do this. Our recommendation is only show the product, nothing else. In this example, I would have used this image as the main image, and then this one as a second image, as it shows a benefit, how you stack the plates and the cups. Now, for the remaining images, you are not as restricted as the main image. This is great because we can get more creative. So what type of images should you use? You can use lifestyle images. In this case, it's this image here. You can see it's a woman washing up and the rack's right there, and she's going to be putting the mug into the drying rack. So features images, like these are images showing the features of your product. So in our case, images 4 and 5 do show features to a certain extent, but what they've done here, you can see they've got the measurements, they're showing exactly how big it is. So that's probably as good as you can get with this. Now, benefits images. These are images showing the benefits of your product. In other words, not just the feature as in what it is how it benefits you to use it. Now, they have not done this, but it's not always possible with a product to have these, but you should definitely use them if you can. But perhaps they could have shown an image of it folded up. In other words, how much space it saved. And they kind of did that with image number 5, which is also a feature because it's showing the sizes. Now, accessories images. Again, for this product, it isn't really possible. But if you have a product that's got accessories that come with it, then you can have an image showing that. Now, as you can see, this is not always possible depending on your product, but you should do your best to incorporate all of these options. So now we have covered images. We can move on to the text part of your listing. You should have a good idea of what your main keywords are. Now, there's no need to overthink this at this point. It just needs to be phrases you think customers would use to find your product. And you can look at other similar products and see what keywords they are using, but do not copy their titles or their bullet points. Now, Amazon will give you a bit of help with this. If I go up to the search box up here, you can see I've got bamboo dish, drying rack typed in. But if I was to remove the drying rack and just leave bamboo dish, you can see it's showing different options. So all of these are keywords related to this because this is what Amazon see as being relevant to your product. In other words, bamboo dish, you could start with just dish rack, anything like that to give you an idea. Actually, just figuring out what you think your customers would use is perfectly acceptable. So the first thing we're actually going to look at is the title, which along with the images are the two most important parts of your listing. Now, depending on what category you're in, you will be permitted anything from 50 to 200 characters, and you can find the limits by searching for style guide for your category inside Amazon. Now, you can see in this example, this is the title, and it's dish drying rack, bamboo dish rack, collapsible dish drainer, foldable dish drying rack. And as you can see, it sounds terrible and it's just keeps repeating the same words over and over again. And what you actually need to do is include as many of the following as you can, and importantly, try and not duplicate any words as they have done. So you want your main keyword, your brand, the main benefit, and the main feature. If you can get more secondary keywords in, that's fantastic. And any additional benefits and features, just as good. So an example for our dry rack might be bamboo dish drying rack by Mayhem Kitchen Products. Collapsible and foldable plate rack made of 100% all natural bamboo wood. So as you can see, we're trying to make use of the keywords, but also of features and benefits. And remember, always put your brand in. Now, the next most important section is the listing bullet points. You have more space to work with here, anything from 50 to 500 characters per bullet point. And you have 5 bullet points. You can see the bullet points right here. Now, you should use the bullet points to do the following, and they've done a pretty good job, and that is to add more important keywords, add more product benefits, add more product features, and overcome any potential customer objections. So you can see they got dishes dry faster than having them sit on the counter. It's a benefit, it's not a feature. Premium natural bamboo, that's a feature. Foldable for easy storage. I'm not obviously reading the entire bullet points, but foldable for easy storage. That's both a feature and a benefit, so that's pretty cool. And stain resistance and easy maintenance. But the most important thing here is the last bullet point. And this is about overcoming objections. What I mean by that is your customer might be thinking, oh, I don't know, it's a little bit too much money, or I don't know if it's exactly what I want. And this is meant to overcome that objection. And you can see it's lifetime guarantee. Our wooden dish drying rack comes with 100% satisfaction guarantee, which is perfect. They've done a really good job overall of mixing benefits and features. Next is the description. Now, the description has become less important over the past few years, but it can still be important in helping convert your potential customers into buyers. So use it to give a complete overview of your product and why your potential customer should buy yours instead of a competitor's product. You can also talk about your brand here too, and even tell a story about your product or your brand. It really is up to you, but make sure you use it and feel free to add keywords you have already used previously and any more that you find too. If we take a very quick look at the example, You can see they're including images. To be able to do that, you must have brand registry. It's not something you need to worry about right now. You will just be using text. And you can just actually look at this example and see what you think. You can go through it. You can see they're doing a really good job of explaining what the product is, some of the benefits and some of the features. I still think they could have added another either call to action or a warranty or guarantee offer, repeat what they did in the bullets, but it's pretty good. Now, lastly, we are going to look at an important aspect of your listing, which is not actually visible, and that is what we call the back-end search terms. And you can find them under the Keywords tab, and we'll show you that in just 1 minute. Now, you want to add any keywords you are not able to include in your title and bullet points, but you need to follow some important rules here. Only use a maximum of 250 characters. Do not go over that. Only use words, no commas or separators, and do not add keywords that are in your title or bullet points. And finally, do not add any words more than once. So, finally, you need to add all this information to your initial listing. So let's take a quick look at the initial listing I created, and we'll show you exactly where everything goes. So I've logged back into my Seller Central account. I just went to inventory and then manage inventory, and it's showing these products. And the second product you don't need to worry about. That was just another example I used for training. So all we need to do is click on edit to the far right of our product listing. And we'll start at the beginning with vital info. Now, we discussed this earlier, your product name. You want your newly optimized product title right here. So we don't need to worry about variations or offer. They've been completed already. You can check compliance to make sure there's nothing you need to put in there. But the next thing is our images. So I'm going to click on that tab. Now, to add your images, all you need to do is click on choose file. And this first one at the top, you can see it says main. This is the main image. And remember, your main image should just be your product only. But you just click on choose file and locate the image on your computer. Then you double click and it will load here. You can see I've just copied their image, but do not copy their image under any circumstances. And then you just follow the same process for the rest of the images. Next, we're going to click on description. And I've just used their description just to put something in there so you can see it. And you can see the message has gone away, but we're going to add our bullet points. And those are the key product features right here. So there's 5 of them. So we're going to click on the add more button to create 5 lines. And then we just copy and paste our bullet points in here one at a time. Now, I'm not going to bother filling them in because I don't actually have to right now. But the last thing we're going to look at is keywords. And this is what I talked about earlier, the back-end search terms. And what we're looking at here is the search terms here at the bottom. Remember, you can only have 250 characters and no more. So you want to enter them here. And again, don't use any commas. And I'm going to put some words in here that probably will make no sense for the product. It's just to show you that you put them in with no commas, you leave a space and nothing else. So I've just put in washing, liquid and glass. Now obviously you want more keywords than that. And remember, you don't want to put the keywords in here that you used in your product title or your bullet points. It's for extra keywords, but they are very important. And again, remember, only 250 characters max. Once that is done, simply click save and finish and you are done. And there you go, it's completed. We have our listing set up. Now the image won't appear straight away. It does take time before Amazon will make that public. So that is how you optimize your listing. Don't worry if you do not have a big list of keywords. You will find more once your product is live and you start using Amazon sponsored ads. So stay tuned for the next lesson, because in lesson 5, Mike will walk you through how to launch your product just like the big brands do and get almost immediate visibility and sales on Amazon. Having a successful launch strategy for your product is a game changer, and what Mike will teach you is pure gold for any new seller. So don't miss out on it. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.
Hi, Mike McClary here again, and welcome to Lesson 5 of the Brand Builder Blueprint, where you're going to learn how to launch and rank your new product for immediate sales. Leading up to this lesson, you should have already learned how to create your Amazon Seller Central account, how to find the perfect product opportunity, how to find a supplier, how to have your product shipped to Amazon, and how to create and optimize your product listing. If you haven't watched those lessons yet, I highly recommend you go back and watch them before watching this video. In this lesson, we're going to cover the exact steps you can take to launch your new product and brand to the world. We call this the all-new rapid ranking system, and it's the newest version of our own product launching system that we've taught to thousands of sellers and use ourselves in our own businesses. This powerful system results in immediate sales and ranking increases and can be used every time you launch a new product on Amazon. I'm going to walk you through every single step of the launch, which includes setting up your Amazon sponsored product ads, creating your first Amazon digital coupon, and using the power of social media to launch your product to the world. Now, before we do that, check out some recent results that I got when using the exact same launch method. These are from a launch that I did over several days, and as you can see, I quickly got to first page of Amazon. And it's not just me who experiences these types of results. Check out the following testimonial of one of our students who launched their products to great success.
Hi guys, my name is Samantha Elkin, and I created my own private label brand of products for Amazon using the ASM training system. And I launched my first product about a year ago using a launch system just like the one you're about to learn in your next lesson. I had never sold a product on Amazon before, so I really did not know what to expect. But I can tell you this, I never expected it to go as well as it did. What happened was I sold out of my first 500 units, and I landed pretty quickly and stably on page 1 of my major search terms. I then sold out of my next order and my next and my next and my next. And my current order that I just placed is actually about 13, it's actually exactly 13 times the size of my first order. And I look forward to selling out of all of those units. And I also have 2 new products, the first inventory orders of my 2 new products, which are on their way for Black Friday and the upcoming holiday season, and I'm looking forward to selling out of those as well. So stick with the training, guys. It really works. Good luck and peace out.
Now, let's get right to it. The first step in launching your product is to take advantage of Amazon's own incredibly powerful advertising system, Amazon Sponsored Products. Each month, there are hundreds of millions of buyers searching for products on Amazon, and these types of ads will get your product in front of them. And in case you're worried about not knowing anything about setting up an advertisement, don't be. Amazon's taken all the guesswork out of creating these ads and makes the process incredibly simple. You access these ads through the advertising menu and then by selecting Campaign Manager. Then we're going to want to choose Sponsored Products. The sponsored brands is something that you'll get access to later on once you've taken advantage of Amazon's brand registry. We'll select Continue, and then the first thing we need to do is simply give our campaign a name. So let's call this the Product Launch Campaign. Then we select a start date, and you can leave the end date open because it's incredibly simple to come in and simply pause this campaign anytime you want to. As for a daily budget, we recommend starting off with $30 because that means it'll keep this advertising campaign running almost all day long. Now, here's where the power of Amazon comes in. Instead of trying to figure out exactly which keywords you think your customers will be searching for when looking to buy your product, you can simply let Amazon do all the work. By selecting automatic targeting, Amazon will show your product on searches that they feel will give you the best chances of making a sale, and they'll continually optimize this campaign to keep trying out new keywords for you. Next, you'll scroll down and you'll create an ad group name. You can simply use ad group 1 for this, as it doesn't really matter. Next, you select the product that you're going to be advertising. Now, I'm not actually selling the bamboo dish rack, so let's just use one of the products that we do sell, the balance board. We'll select Add, and then scroll down. Next, we'll select a default bid, and I simply go with whatever Amazon's suggesting, knowing that I can adjust this later. So we'll keep this at 75 cents per click. Now we can skip the negative keyword section, and then the final step is simply clicking Launch Campaign, and we're done. The next step of the rapid ranking system is to create a coupon inside of Amazon. You do this by going to the advertising menu and this time selecting coupons. I'm already there, so from this screen, our next step then will be to click on Create a New Coupon. And from here, Amazon will walk you through the entire process. The first thing is to search for the product that you'll be advertising. Let's once again choose Balance Board. We'll scroll down and click Add Coupon, and then we click on Continue to the next step. Now we need to determine if we're going to use a money off discount or a percentage off. I like to use percentage off, so let's start off with a 50% discount. And generally, we can do anything from 30 to 50% off when we're launching a product. Let's go with 50 for now. Then we can select Yes, limit the redemption to 1 per coupon. And then the next step on this screen is to select a budget. And we can simply start off with the $100 minimum. Then we click on Continue to the next step. From here, we finish up the title of our coupon, and it can be pretty much anything you want. So we'll keep it as Save 50% on balance boards. We'll leave the targeting at all customers, and then we can schedule a start and end date for our coupon. Now we can just select today as the start date, and we'll just pick a date for the end of the month as to when we want this coupon to end. Now, the really cool thing that Amazon's recently changed is that this start date can actually be today. It used to be that you had to give several days notice in order to create these coupons, but Amazon's continually improving their systems, and now we can have much more flexibility and get these coupons set up and running the very day you want to launch them. Now, the next step is going to be to continue to the next step. And from this screen, it's simply a review to make sure that everything is set up correctly. And if all looks well, all you need to do is click Submit Your Coupon and you're ready to go. And in 6 hours, your coupon can be used by anyone looking for your product. The next step of the rapid ranking system is to put together an email for your friends and family to enlist their help when launching your product. Now, there are 2 things you'll need to do before creating this email. First, you'll want to make sure that your coupon is live so that your friends and family can take advantage of that discount. And you can check this by simply going to Amazon and making sure that they can see the coupon active. And next, you'll need the direct link for your product to include in the email. Let's go find our product right now that we'll be using for this email. So here I am on the bamboo dish drying rack, and all we need to do is simply copy and highlight the URL and save that for our email. Now let's go over to our Gmail account, and you can see here that I've sent an email to my friends Matt, Jason, and Rich, and I'm simply telling them to check out my new product. And you can type something similar to this. Hey guys, I'm just launching my new product on Amazon, and I want to give you the first chance to try it and save 50%. Then I tell them a little bit about the product itself, tell them that all they need to do is go to the product, click on the coupon button, and that the 50% discount will automatically be applied during checkout. You can create an email just like this when launching your product. Now, the next step is to simply go to your Facebook wall and create a post there for your friends and family as well. I'm going to go over to my personal Facebook account, and all we need to do is create a very similar message just like we did. Check out my cool new product and save 50% while you are at it. And the really cool thing is when you paste in the link for your product that we just copied, Facebook is automatically going to pull up a really great looking picture for you and show you all of the reviews as well. So when you're launching, you simply create a post like this and then post and share it with your friends and family. Now, the last step of the rapid ranking system is to create something called an offer on Facebook. And to do this, you simply create a free brand page for your product, and then you can use offers right on that page. We have a brand called Fury Fitness that we use for things like this, so let's see how it's done there. Right from our page, we can see where we're going to create a post, and you don't really see the offer as an option right now, but to do that, you click on these 3 dots, and it's going to show you a lot of other options you have as a brand owner. We're going to scroll down, and then you'll see the offer and discount button. We'll click that. Now here's where we tell people about our offer. I went ahead and I actually typed up a few things ahead of time. So let's say the title of my offer is going to be Bamboo Dish Rack Launch Special, save 50% today. So we'll create that right here. Then we can create an expiration date. So I'm going to leave this offer open until the end of the month. And then we're also going to add a picture of our product because these don't get pulled in automatically like you do when you create a post. So let's click on Add a Photo. I saved a photo of our bamboo dish rack right here. Click on Open. Now, as you can see, the photo looks pretty good. We need to scroll down a little more. Now we're going to check the box that says online and then uncheck the box that says in store because we're just going to be selling this on Amazon. And when you do check the online box, you'll have a place to put in the link for your product. Let's go back and get that again. We'll copy that. We'll put it right here into the link and then scroll down again. Now, if you want to make your offer seem even more professional, you can add in some terms and conditions just like those we see whenever we're buying a product on sale. We're going to click that box to open it up. I've already created a few terms and conditions that you can use as well. And we're simply going to say that it's 1 per customer, employees not eligible, and free shipping for Prime members. We'll paste that into here. And then the final step is simply to publish this offer. Then when people come to your fan page on Facebook, they'll be able to get your product at a discount, and these offers reach tons of people. Now, once your offer has been posted to your page, don't worry if you don't already have a lot of fans who will find that offer. Facebook has you covered. Let's scroll down to see what our offer looks like on our page. Here we are scrolling down, and there it is. There's the offer that we just created. It looks great, talks about our dish rack being on sale for 50%, and if I were just a regular fan, I could click the save button, and that would immediately give me a link to our product on Amazon. Now, in order to reach even thousands more people, Facebook's created a really cool, easy feature called the boosting of the post. This allows you to target exactly the right people who may want to buy your product and get a huge discount on Amazon and help you out with your launch. Let's click that and see what happens. Now from this screen, we can really narrow in who we want to have see our offer. Right now you see that we, by default, have it targeting everyone in the United States from the ages of 18 to 65 plus. But let's start really getting into some more details that are going to show us people that we think might want to buy a dish rack. Let's click on Edit so that we can narrow down our audience. Now, if we knew this product was used by either women more or men more, we could choose that, but I'm going to leave it at all for now. I'm also going to leave the age group wide open from 18 to 65. However, what I really want to do is start looking for people who are into kitchen products. So let's start typing in kitchen. And you'll see as soon as I do that, Facebook is going to start showing us people who are interested in all kinds of kitchen products. I'm going to select kitchen right there. But that's not quite enough. I don't want people who just are looking for kitchen products. I want people who are looking for kitchen products and who like to shop on Amazon. So let's do even some more detailed targeting. What we do here is click on narrow down the audience. You don't want to exclude people. You want to narrow it to people who like Amazon and who like kitchen products. When I click that, I can start typing in Amazon.com, and you'll see that Amazon.com is listed as another interest. We'll select that, and that's further narrowing down our crowd to 18 million people. And as you can see, Facebook says that our audience size is well defined, and that's a pretty good job. It's in the green. So we'll go with that and click Save. Now, once we've narrowed down our target audience, we still have a couple more things we need to do. First, we need to set a budget. And as you can see here, with as little as a $20 budget, we can reach anywhere between 2,800 and 14,000 people per day. That's an incredibly insane amount of people to reach just for $20. We'll leave it as that for now. Now, what we also want to do is tell Facebook how long we want to run our ad for. And we can do 1 day, 7 days, or 14 days. I typically like to run these for 7 days. So we'll select that. And then it's even going to take that $20 and it'll split it up among those 7 days. So as you can see, we're still not spending a lot of money at all on this advertisement. And now the last thing to do is simply click the boost button. And within an hour, this ad will be showing to thousands of people, all who look to shop for products on Amazon and who are into kitchen products. I know there was a lot that we just went over. So we've created a detailed flowchart and outline that you can download and follow along with when you're ready to launch your first product. It'll walk you through step by step everything that we just did and make sure that your product takes off and starts getting sales immediately. Now, once you've launched your product, your critical next focus needs to be on how to scale. You see, it's not just about growing your business, it's about scaling your business. And that means increasing profit as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. This next step is really where the freedom this business creates starts to kick in. You do not want to miss out on that next lesson. So head on over once it's available, and I'll see you there. Welcome to the final lesson of the Brand Builder Blueprint. Throughout this course, you've heard from both myself and Rich Henderson on how to build your own brand of physical products and successfully launch them starting on Amazon. You've learned why this business model is the perfect business opportunity available today, how to choose the perfect product opportunity, how to find a supplier to make that product a reality, how to have that product shipped to Amazon from anywhere in the world, how to create and optimize your product listing on Amazon, and finally, how to launch that product to the world using the most powerful launching system available. And while having one product is enough to build a life-changing business all by itself, it's also the first step towards turning your business into an asset that is worth millions, which you can either sell or continue to profit from for years to come. That next step is called scaling, and it's all about building your brand so that you can ramp up and build a business as fast and efficiently as possible. But before we get into that, let's hear from one of our own members, Kirsty Verity, who's completely mastered the scaling process.
Hey, I'm Kirsty Verity, and I started to build my brand of physical products on Amazon.com and to expand the business quickly. What I actually decided to do was, rather than just launch more products on .com, I was actually took the same products and launched them in different markets overseas. So starting in the UK and then quickly expanded to Germany, France, Italy and Spain. And by doing that, it meant that I had less complexity on the back end with the supply chain. But what it meant was that I actually doubled my business by doing exactly that. And so I'd use Amazon.com as the launch platform and then quickly launch those products into Europe. So if you're looking to expand your business quickly and efficiently, then make sure that you have a look at how those products perform in all those markets.
As you can see, scaling your business is an incredible way to change your life. Now, there are two main steps towards scaling a physical products business: growing your brand by adding more products, and growing your audience to increase your brand's reach. Let's start off with the easiest one, which is simply finding more products to sell. Once your product is launched and getting consistent sales each day, you'll want to begin looking for another product to expand your brand with. But how do you do that? And how do you know which should be your next product? It's actually easier than you think. And that's because Amazon tells you what other products your customers are already buying. Let's take a look at the product that we've already been working with, the bamboo dish rack. But keep in mind that what I'm about to show you can work for any product on Amazon. Here I am on the dish rack, and if you scroll down the screen, you'll see below the listing something called Frequently Bought Together. Based upon the incredible amount of data that Amazon has, they're able to tell us the most commonly bought products that people buy along with this or any other product. As we can see here, customers who bought our bamboo dish rack also tended to buy this flatware and cutlery caddy, as well as this microfiber dish drying rack. This simple piece of information is incredibly powerful because we know right away what other products many of our customers are buying when purchasing our product. Now, if we were able to quickly source one or both of these products, we would almost assuredly get immediate sales without even needing to get any additional customers or traffic. And for even more information on what these customers were buying, you can continue to scroll down. Now, just a little bit further down, we see another section called Customers Who Bought This Item Also Bought. It's incredible just to see how much data you can find right here on Amazon to help us grow our brands. These products right here could easily double, triple, or 5x your business without even getting any additional customers or traffic. Now, in addition to scaling your business with more products, the other method we mentioned was growing your audience, and there are several ways to do this. The first is to simply launch your business in another Amazon marketplace. No matter which marketplace you decide to sell on first, there's almost always another Amazon marketplace that you can expand to in order to immediately reach millions more customers. For example, if you start selling in the US, then by expanding into the EU marketplace, you'll almost double the number of customers that you can reach. And if you started in the EU, then you can more than double your number of customers by moving into the US market. And those aren't your only options for expansion. Japan and India are some of Amazon's fastest growing marketplaces, and Amazon continues to expand just like they did earlier this year with opening the new Australian marketplace. All of this results in a huge opportunity for marketplace expansion as Amazon continues their quest for world e-commerce dominance. In addition to expanding into other Amazon marketplaces, you'll eventually want to start selling on your own website as well. The goal of your website won't be to try and outperform the sales you're making on Amazon. Instead, it will be to increase brand awareness and provide another channel for you to connect with your customers. And while you're at it, you'll also want to connect with your customers wherever it is that they're already hanging out, such as on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, or Pinterest. By connecting with your customers and learning what it is they're interested in, you'll begin to form a relationship with them that'll help you launch better products, provide better service, and build a better and bigger brand. To help tie everything together that we just went over, we've created the expansion roadmap that you can download right below this video. Be sure to download that document so that you'll be able to reference it when scaling your business. But before you can even start to think about scaling, the first step is to get your product launched and your business up and running as quickly as possible. With Amazon growing like no other business in history, the opportunity that exists for you today is at an all-time high. No longer do you have to be concerned if this opportunity is for you because of location, time, or even technical knowledge. This business can be created from almost anywhere in the world, doesn't need any type of technical knowledge, and only takes 1 to 2 hours a day of your time to get started. If you're finally ready to take control and begin living a life of freedom that you deserve, now is your chance.
Just like Mike and many others have discovered, the journey to building your own successful business is well worth it. There are ups and downs, successes and setbacks, but accomplishing anything meaningful in life requires persistence, hard work, and risk. We've been right where you are right at this very moment. We started our own journeys to financial independence and freedom years ago. We've struggled and failed and got lost many, many times. There wasn't a roadmap to freedom when we got started.
Life is too short to spend it not living your dream. You deserve to spend time with your family, your friends, and those most important to you. To explore the world and see all the wonders it has to offer. To follow your dreams and make an impact on this world. To be able to have the ability to live life on your terms. After all of our lessons learned, we felt obligated to show people how to discover a life of true freedom.
So 6 years ago, we got to work and spent months laying out the complete plan for how to build a successful business using the model you've been learning. We opened the doors to let people experience what we'd put together. The results absolutely blew us away. People that had never built successful businesses before literally achieved financial freedom and found confidence in themselves in a very short period of time. Since then, tens of thousands of people have joined our community of business builders making an impact around the world. The businesses created by our community have generated over $8.6 billion in revenue. They've created over 16,000 jobs. They've even donated over $115 million to charity through the success of their companies.
Our community is making a huge impact in the world every single day. And it all starts with a program we call Amazing Selling Machine. You've learned a lot so far in this series. You've learned about the model, about product selection, about finding suppliers, and about marketing your products on Amazon. As much as you've already learned, it's just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more to show you.
We want you to join us on the journey toward a life of flexibility and adventure. With Amazing Selling Machine, also known as ASM, you're given the step-by-step instructions to create your own successful brand. ASM includes 8 online training modules with over 120 step-by-step lessons to walk you through creating and scaling your business. We show you exactly what to do, then you do it. You keep following the steps as your business comes to life.
ASM includes templates and resources to make the process as easy as possible. You get weekly live group coaching calls with us to go over your questions and make sure you're successful. You get access to the ASM Mentors, a group of highly successful, amazing people who started right where you are and are there to help you build your business. And all that's just the start.
For the first time ever, you have the opportunity to access the brand new Amazing Selling Machine X. ASMX is our newest and best version of this program ever created. It includes more resources, better training, and does more to help you be successful faster than any previous version. You get access to powerful software tools that help automate many parts of building your brand so you can achieve success faster with less stress and less uncertainty. You absolutely won't believe what's going into ASMX.
Starting on Wednesday, October 10th at 12 p.m. Central Time, you will be able to join us and discover the full details of everything included with the new and more powerful than ever Amazing Selling Machine. You'll see all the components, all the modules, all the lessons, and all the incredible bonuses. But don't wait. The time to get everything included with ASMX, including all bonuses and a special challenge, will be gone soon. It's time to begin your new life. It's time to discover true freedom. It's time to live the life you were meant to live. It's time to see how ASM can guide you down the path towards your new future.
Watch the final video as soon as it's live. We'll see you there.